Yo, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? It's your boy Devin B, and tonight I'm just doing a little studying. All right, so you guys know I trade my version of ICC, and I am trying to add the volume profile to kind of supercharge it, if you want to call it that. All right, I think there's a way to make ICC like bulletproof. All right. Especially like the way I trade it. Because the way I trade it, I already use like um order blocks and fair value gaps to find my entry. All right. But I'm kind of thinking like if I add volume profile, how much better would it make it? If it will make it any better at all. You know what I'm saying? So, and I've been looking at high volume, um, not high volume, low volume nodes. All right. Hold on, give me 1 second. So yeah, I've been looking at low volume nodes, and I'm trying to see if how they line up with like our entry. Okay, so ICC is indication, correction, and continuation, right? So in the way I trade ICC, I enter in between the correction and the continuation. I look for price after indication, I look for price to retrace back into the range to some internal range liquidity. And that's why I look for my entry. All right. And, I just kind of want to see if the volume profile would help me pinpoint my entry, just a bit more accurately. All right. So that's what I'm doing. Let me see something real quick. Hold on. All right. So let's see. Let's look at NQ. So if you guys don't know, a low volume node, okay, so you see we have these high volume nodes, the long candles on the volume profile. Then we have these low volume nodes similar to this right here. Well, from what from what I've been understanding is these low volume nodes, price like to shoot through them kind of fast, almost like a fair value gap. And they said this supposedly they work better than fair value gaps. All right. And what will happen is price will shoot through them and then come back to them. All right. Kind of like, okay, so you see this right here? We have a low volume node here, and look what happened. We had a fair value gap, and price shot through it and came back and retested off of it. Same thing right here. Price shot up, came back and retested. All right. Now this one here is not really, price not really shooting through it like talking about. Or maybe it just didn't shoot through it yet. All right. So maybe this is one to kind of look out for. But what I want to do is I want to mark out my indication, correction, continuation and see how it plays out. So normally you can do it on the ICC is done on like the 1 hour and above. I want to see if I can do it like on a smaller time frame. Because you kind of see how this fair value gap almost lines up with this low volume node right here. Watch. Right here. And see part of that fair value gap goes in there. So I wonder if and see how price is respecting it right here. Then it kind of shoot through it right there. Look, the 1 minute. See that? See how it's respecting? So I'm wondering if that would be like a good entry right there. But I mean it kind of is. It kind of does line up the way that I trade ICC. Because remember, I wait for price to come back inside of the range. It don't have to be inside of the yellow lines, just back inside of the range. The range being from this low to this high up here. So all they got, it could just come back down into here, perhaps, or maybe bounce off of it right there. See? So I'm going to erase this. This represents the high volume node right there. I want to see if price gives a trade down into here. All right. And that's in Q. That's in Q. I didn't really see anything. Well, here, nothing real noticeable in here. You had something and it kind of came back down. Here, came through, retest. Here, you can see it came through and retest. All right. So let's see what's going to happen up here. Let's look at ES, CES right here. Look at what happened. Look. See, this is the node here. It's a low volume node. I'm sorry. I've been saying high volume, but it's low volume. Kind of similar to NQ. Look, you got a big one here between here and here. Look, see how it bust through there, came back and retested and went on. Look at what happened here. And the guy was saying that you're going to look for those low volume nodes. You're going to be sandwiched in between the long, like the small candle sandwich in between the longer ones. And look, see how it's happening? Boom, boom. Look, even right here. See, you got this big one here. And this is on a 1 minute chart. Might be able to work that 1 minute. See right there? Look, brushed through, hit this one, came down, bounced, came through, hit this one up here. They're like it trades from one low volume node to the next. Came back down, hit it, bust through this one, came down, bust through this one, boom, boom. See how it like ping-ponging back and forth in between them? So my question, how would that line up with ICC? Well, if I'm looking, say I'm looking at this right here, I found my low volume node, found it line up with the fair value gap, and look at what happens. So you got, watch if I turn this off for a second, and I'm gonna erase this right here. All right, now look. Now this is on a 1 minute. So watch this. We got indication. Look at this. Correction back down into this fair value. From down there to there. Boom. See that? What we got here? Indication. Now this one didn't come all the way back down into it. It kind of just stopped right there. All right. But you did get indication. It did come back down into the range. It just didn't come back down into fair value. But it came back to the low volume node, just like this one did. This one, the fair value gap just happened to be inside of the low volume node. All right. And look right here, we got indication. This one didn't really play out like that. Look right here. Indication, correction. You got fair value. You got a little supplies on up there, and boom, it dropped. Y'all see how it's playing out? So this one here, I could assume this is gonna come down, give an entry, and then go up. Just like we was looking on NQ. Remember we was waiting for that? Kind of like something like this. Just doing a case study tonight, that's all. Trying to see, doing some studying, see if I could implement this in my trading. See that? I want to see if it do something like that. I'm gonna try to stay up for a little bit to kind of show you guys, so you guys can kind of see what happens. All right. Let's see if it happens something like that. All right, let me see. What about gold and silver? Gold. Let's look at gold on the one. Oh, I deleted the. Hold on, let me put it back on. Auto anchor volume profile. I should have added to my favorites. All right, so here, this is the 1 minute. You got a low volume node here. It's a small one. Right here. And look, see how price shot through there already. There. You got another one right here. I mean, but all this is low volume up here. So look at what happens. Let's see, 15. Let's see. So nothing really popping off on this one. All right. It's just in consolidation. So this one might take a while to see exactly what happens. It's probably if it goes up, probably gonna go up and then bounce, or it go bounce and come down somewhere and then go through and then boom, like steps. Look at silver. Look at silver on the ooh. I don't like that. Let's still look at silver on the 5. All right, if we're looking at silver on the 5, yeah, this little area right here, small sandwich in between right here and here. All right. Look, it bounce off, low volume. Another low volume area right here in between two bigger areas. Ooh, this is silver. Silver look like it's gonna come down. See that? Man, y'all see that? Y'all see how that's going? Look, it broke through. Man, might be on to something here. So how did this play out with ICC? All right, well, really we in consolidation, but let's take a look at it. Let's turn you off for a second. So we got our high volume, our low volume nodes marked. And we got price was coming down, came back up, made this low, came up, indication, really didn't come back down here. Didn't really come back down until here. All right. But look, when we broke this low, it did come back up into here, not into it, just kind of tapped it. But it might go inside it as well. See how the fair value gap right there? It's possible it'll go inside the fair value gap. All right. It's another one we have to wait and see. Really just look like ES and then Q. Let's see. 3 minute, 1 minute, and in Q. All right. Let's look at Forex. Let's see how it looks on Forex. All right. So look, check this out. Right off the bat, I see this indication here. And y'all see I like to mark both sides of that, the indication and the pullback. All right. So look, price came here. Is there a low volume node? Look, we had a low volume node here. Let me take this off. See right here? Right up in there. So I'm gonna line this up there. And look at what happened. Broke through, came. This leg gave us indication. Then it came back and tested it. Ooh. And then look, another one here. Low volume here in between this, or this whole little area, and then shot it back up. You had another one, another kind of prominent one here between here and here. And look what happened. Came down strong, came up, retested. Man, you guys see this? And with this one, price came down. Actually, we got indication here. Came down, came back up into it right here. So see, it's not really coming to the fair value gaps like talking about. Coming to the low volume nodes. Seems like the low volume nodes are a bit more accurate than fair value gaps. And that kind of lined up with, you know, the videos I've been watching, what the people have been saying. It looks pretty accurate. All right, let's go to GBP AUD. See, I had to already mark some of these already. And look at what's happening. Look, check this out. Indication here. Watch. You see it off the bat. Watch. Indication. Right here. Oh, wait, no. Did the wrong thing. Indication. See how bullish indication. Correction. This one, the fair value gap just happened to line up with the low volume node. And then look, boom, on its way up. Here we got indication, correction down into it again. Boom, same thing. Look at this one. Indication, correction down. Got your fair value gap. Or oh my goodness. Y'all see that? I think this can be very, very helpful trading ICC. I think this can be real helpful. Can be real helpful. You might just have us a game changer here. All right, let's go to GBP CAD. So look, it's just chopping up in here. But let's see. Let's see how it looks though. Even though it's chopping. Nah, it's just chopping. Chop, chop, chop. Chop, chop, chop. We leave this alone. Look like it's trying to break out right here. But we'll see if this as this continues to update, as more candles are made, this is gonna update with it. So we'll see how it goes. Let's look at GBP Okay. GBP what we got? We got a little area here. Hold on. Let's look at here. Let's look at closer to where price is. See how it's just tapping it? Man, it's so almost spot on. Got a little small one here. Got a couple little ones up in here. These two sandwiching between here. This one in between this one. Let's see. Mark this one. I guess I can mark this here. See, it's kind of iffy down here though. You got this one. This one don't really, this little small one right here. All right, that's GBP I guess it depends on maybe it work better with USD pairs. Let's see. I'm gonna look at Euro JPY and GBP USD. See which ones it work better with. So Euro JPY don't work at all. I got a red exclamation point. So let's look at GBP USD. Let's see. Now I'm on 5 minute now. Remember I had been doing the one, but I'm on fives. So we got a low volume node here. Actually, this is one up here. This is one here. Got a real good one here. Right there. See how that price broke through over here? And then look like it's gonna go up maybe. Look, another one right here. This one. Oh, you got this one too. This one. This one go for this right here. You got this one. And you got a small one here. Right down here. All right. So let's see. So price came down, went up. So we didn't get one here, but we really don't have no fair value up in here. See that? Then you got this one. Well, this was the same one. Got a break here. We don't really get another good pullback until here. I mean, this is a little small one here. The price came back up into this one and that one. All right. But look at what we got here. So is it going to come down? What is this one going to do? We got a bullish indication there. All right. So where is it coming down to? We got either this one or this one. Which one? Hmm. Maybe it's gonna hit the gap in the middle and balance it out. All right. Look at USDJPY, 5 minute. I mean, as you can see, some of them it looks pretty decent. Others it's like, eh. And we was doing it on the 1 minute. Let's go back to the 1 minute. See what the 1 minute look like. Let's see. Maybe well, I was about to say maybe it'll be a bit more pronounced on the one, but don't really seem like it. See, it came through here and dropped. And I was looking at all the way over here. What about here? Came through. See, it broke through here. Nothing else really stand out. Nothing else really standing out. Let's see, 5. Go back to the 5. 15. Yeah, nothing else really standing out right there. US 30. Erase this, it looked too messy. All right, now let's see. 5 minute. Let's see. So we definitely got one here. Got one down here. I'm gonna try to put it a little closer to the actual volume profile, the actual indicator. So you can see where it's going through. You got this one. Got this one. This one broke through and never came back yet. So those are some to watch. Look at price bouncing off these top ones. Looks like you never have high volume at the top and at the bottom. Those always seem to be low volume. Look, see? Same thing was over here. All right. How does this play out with ICC? There's another one. Still didn't really see too much, you know. Excuse me, I'm getting a little sleepy. Didn't really see too much. Well, we did see it. I mean, it does show some promise. See right here, you got indication. It didn't come back. We got bullish indication here. This is US 30. And it came down into fair value right here. Came through here. Almost to this low. Skyly, you okay? I heard you I heard you walking through the NAS 100 don't really show nothing. And the last one, SPX 500. Don't show nothing at all. Gold, I think we looked at gold on futures and Bitcoin. No, I mean gold and silver. Silver was looking pretty. Yeah, you're hungry. Yeah, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Let's look at Bitcoin USD and see. Oh, I forgot I was in a demo trade. It's bedtime. You ate already. Y'all hear my daughter talking about she hungry. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. She just bored. It's time to go to bed. It's 1:56 right now. After I finish with this, I'm daddy go take a shower and I'm going to bed too. I think I got a one-on-one session in the morning. Let me see. I gotta check my calendar. Tomorrow is today's Thursday. Yep. Oh, it's not in the morning. It's not till 6. I got one Saturday, got one tomorrow, one Sunday. Yep. All right. Mm-hmm. You can always have a hug. You know, daddy love you. Let's see what we got on this one. We got boom, boom. Oh, gotta turn that off right there. See how it broke through and came back, retested again. All right. We got this one here. Oh, could we get a bounce from here on Bitcoin? Whoa, is Bitcoin gonna go down again? That's this looks interesting. Hmm, quite possible. I mean, hearing people say Bitcoin gonna take a nice little tumble. Got another little small one here. This looks interesting. Or maybe it's just gonna come up there and it's gonna be like a nice, it's gonna give you a nice little pullback or something. And then give you that up move. Maybe it's gonna come up to here. It's gonna, all right, I think I know. Watch. Maybe it's just maybe it's gonna break through, powerful, come up to here, test it, come up, and then start easing its way on up. Like boom, 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 boom. Maybe something like that. All right. I wonder how well this works on stocks. Let's look at one stock. That's all. Let's look at Nvidia. I know a lot of people like Nvidia. Nvidia. Let's see. Nvidia. Nah, really don't like that. You got one little small area right there. What about Amazon? Let's see what Amazon got. Excuse me. Got a little area here. Ugh. Yeah, I'm sleepy. Boom, boom. Test here. Broke through. Uh, Seems to work better with futures than stocks. This one gave a nice little broke through, came, tested. That's the thing. How you know if it's gonna break through or if it's gonna reject? That's the only thing. And I'm supposed to be looking for ICC, right? We got this a little, well, no, I mean, this is high volume. It's smaller volume in between two larger volume areas. This, I don't know if it classifies, I don't know if it qualifies, but price did bounce off. So is Amazon going to continue going down? Hmm, quite possibly. Quite possibly. Hey, if it does, remember I told you first. You heard it here. Let's see, one more stock. One more stock and we done. Let's look at Meta. Meta. Is Meta going up? So we got low volume node right there. That we broke through, respected it right there. Boom. All right, so I think we good. Look, if we trade in the ICC, bullish, I mean, bearish indication came up here, right inside fair value, and came down. So, I mean, as you guys can see, is it has its bright spots. I guess it depends on what you're trading. This is currency futures. Let's see. Let's see how it works on currency futures. So we got low volume node there. We got, and this is Australian dollar futures. This will look just like AUD USD. All right. If it looks familiar, it's because it looks just like AUD USD is the exact same. And I'm just, like I said, y'all, I'm just doing a study, the bearish indication here, pull back to the node, to the node. It's less volume here than here. Maybe this is why it came up. The lower the volume, I guess the more likely of a rejection, maybe. The more likely of it being a zone that we look for. I don't know. I'm studying. Great British Pound futures. This is like GBP USD right here. Look at what we get right here. Low volume. Look, see how it's look like it might be trying to reject right there. What are you doing? Nibbling. Nibbling my arm. So we got bullish indication here. Look, we got another low volume. No, no, don't do that, baby. And another one down here. All right. Let's look at 6E. This is equivalent to Euro USD. 6E Euro futures, Euro FX futures. Futures. Look, boom. See over there? Look, low volume there, price bounce. Low volume down here, way at the bottom, price bounce. So this is something worth studying, in my opinion, because I mean, you can see the potential. Now, this is the inverse of USD JPY, Japanese yen futures. It's the inverse of UJ. Why something I'm gonna put both on the chart. So hold on. This is Japanese yen on the top, on the bottom, Euro USD. I'm gonna put them both on the same. Hold on, Scotty. What are you doing? Wait, one is on 5, one is on 4. There we go. Look, y'all see? Inverse. Precise inverse. Sleepy? Look, y'all see that? Inverse. Like looking in the mirror and it's looking back at you. All right. But I just wanted to do this little study. If you find this video interesting, go ahead on and hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the link to join my free Discord. And if you need one-on-one sessions, holla at your boy. And I'll talk to you guys later. Y'all have a great night.